All right, welcome back to Tiftala Gaming. I've been having some decent success with a Boros aggro deck, climbing the ladder in standard. I did have to move kind of from the Izzet Lessons deck. It actually got kind of slow, and you know, people, because that deck won the championship, I think more people are playing it, more people are prepared for it. So that element of surprise is always a little bit important, even if you are changing up a few cards. The big cards here in this deck, let's see, do I have anything? I only have red. One of the big cards in this deck here is Firebender Ascension. That's going to help multiply our abilities of our cards, and can really get things going. We'll just pay 2 life generally, especially if I've got a Sheltered by Ghosts. I'm going to get something going here that's going to gain me some life back as well. We'll go ahead and get that 0-4 out there. So a couple of these cards do have the Firebender ability, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. Alright, Hired Claw is a fantastic card. It's a 1-drop, and let's just take the Angel here on the Hired Claw, because it hits the opponent for damage before they even attack, depending on how many creatures you have. It is important in this deck to know the difference between your creatures and your tokens, because a lot of times the attack abilities on the card will not activate with tokens. So here is one of the little tricks. This room is fabulous, the Dollmaker's Shop. It's easy to open, and you get a nice little token if you attack with something like a toy. I do have a toy. I have Arabella, which again, she does damage before attacking. So she doesn't count, but she is, I've only got 2 copies of her. She's legendary. Actually, 3. So I'm definitely getting these tokens. They stick around. That's definitely something that adds to the quantity of creatures on the board. Okay, so let's continue. Looks like we're not getting some removal done. What is this here going to do for us? Whenever 1 or more non-creature put a 1/1 counter on a target you control, well, they don't even have anything out there right now. So I'm going to go ahead and put Arabella. That way when she starts to attack, she's getting the front end damage as well. So this time we'll get another doll token generated, and because we have Sheltered by Ghosts on there, we're gaining life with each hit. I could use that other Sheltered Ghosts on this Builder's talent here, just to if I really wanted to increase, you know, that card would become, I think, a 3/3, so I'd gain a little bit more life. It also gives it more ward, which can be helpful. Doubling up on a Sheltered by Ghosts can be a really effective strategy too. That 4 ward cost to really get all those cards out of there can be a problem for some players. So what I can go ahead here and do is can go ahead and use a Sheltered by Ghost. We're going to double it up here on our Hired by Claw. And we're going to take out that Cooped Up that's taking over that Arabella. So that's just kind of a little side note that you can use the Sheltered by Ghost that way. It doesn't have to be on like this completely different card. And definitely throw another Hired Claw out there. And we should be able to see now how this generation of attackers continues to go quite fast. Alright, and one more turn and we will be done here. Could wipe the board. But I think we should be able to come back at 32 here. So, if it looks like, could play the, so the Firebender Ascension allows these triggers to happen twice, but it's not, you do have to build up time. It's not every turn, it's like every 4th turn, I believe. So it's still very effective, but that would be crazy if it was every turn. At least in Standard. There might be cards that do that in other formats. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to you by creatures you control this turn. Okay, so that's something. But alright. Oh, that's a good card. Hey, I was not aware. We'll take a screenshot of that card. It's always fun to learn something new. I would definitely a mid-level player. I feel like I'm learning some good skills, hopefully passing them on. Kind of feel like there's a lack out there of teaching at this level, right? Like there's definitely really the super competitive scene, which a lot of us might be looking to be a part of, but getting there can be tough. People don't like to share their knowledge. I don't live in a place where I go to a store and play a bunch. All right, so that's a pretty typical game with kind of this Boros aggro. I call it my dolls deck. But again, it needed to be quick. It was the Izzet Lessons deck I was just falling behind, and I'm getting some traction with this. So I'll check in with you later. Hopefully, maybe as we reach mythic status. Have a great night.